With state lawmakers only 3 days into the 86th Texas Legislature, a Corpus Christi women's shelter wants to make sure fighting domestic abuse stays on the forefront of lawmakers' minds. That is why volunteers with the Purple Door are pushing for tougher laws and better training for officers who deal with abuse cases here in Corpus Christi, specifically victims whose abusers choke them.
A victim who's been strangled in the past is 675% more likely to be murdered. And so it's a real issue facing the state of Texas, and I'm sure other areas of the country as well.
And the Purple Door is asking you to do your part to ask your state representative to support funding family violence programs across our state by filling out these mail-out flyers. You can find them on our website, KIIITV.com.